so much for tuning in. So on today, I want to share something so precious to my heart. And even as we move forward, we're talking about letting go. And I know a lot of times people always say, you got to let go of this, you need to let go of that, you need to do this. And they tell you all these different things, not knowing that there is a process to everything. You may not want to let go, but on today, we're going to talk about unforgiveness. I remember reading a quote where the quote said, and I may be paraphrasing, unforgiveness is like drinking the poison and waiting on someone else to die. I want you to really think about that. Even before we jump into what I want to share with you on today, let's have a moment of meditation. The moment I want you to just breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. It's so important that you take the time to meditate before your day starts, even sometimes in the middle of your day and sometimes at the end of your day. It prepares your mind. It prepares your heart. It prepares the whole entire you for whatever it is that you may have to deal with. But taking that time out, that moment to rejuvenate you, to restore you, right? To refill you. Moments of importance. So again, breathe out. And in. This time, breathe out all the worries, all the stress, the depression, everything that probably tried to destroy you, but did not. Because you're still here. Breathe out. Release it. Let it go. 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 But this breath that you are about to take in is that breath of restoration, that breath of refinement, that breath of rejuvenation, that breath of the new you. Take it in. Take it all in. Take it in. Take it in. Take it in. Take it in. Now, woosah. Awesome. There you go. Want to make sure I actually have my tea. I want to make sure that I am getting what I need as far as my herbs as well during this time. But I wanted to share something with you. I remember years ago back in Tennessee, I was at this church, and I remember the man of God sharing some things in reference to unforgiveness. And he was just talking. I was sitting in the back of the room. And during this time, he said, you have to forgive the person who did these things to you. And so I'm sitting there saying, what? What do you mean I have to forgive them? I don't have to forgive them. And he said, you have to forgive them because there's so many greater things that are in store for you in life. And I'm like, listen, I don't have time for all this old church talk. I'm not even understanding what this man is saying. So the thought that came to mind was, but you don't know what they did to me. Right after I said that, the man of God said, I know you're sitting there. And I know you're saying, but you don't know what they did to me. And so I began to start looking around like, wow. I knew at that moment that there was something greater. Even if it was just in that moment, something greater than me, something that heard my voice. I had no clue at this time. So I could not give it a name. I could not identify it. But I knew that there was something there that heard my heart. And so when I began to just take this journey, say, God, but I'm looking at all these things, these disappointments, God. I'm looking at being abused, Father. I'm looking at being just. And I'll go deeper for you. because I'm not ashamed of my story. I own every piece and part of it. The rape, the molestation, the incest. I'm thinking about all these different things, and you're telling me that you want to use me to be this great whatever it is that you, for one, you want me out of my family? Really? Me. I mean, have you seen my track record? Now, I wasn't a horrible person, but I did do some things to help protect me. Yes, but I knew I had to walk through the journey of forgiveness. So I decided that day to forgive, but I did know that it was a process. I didn't know that it didn't happen overnight. I remember praying a certain prayer and asking God to help me forgive this person who did something to me. And as I began to just share my heart and ask God to help me, give me the strength, give me the courage to do so. I haven't seen this person in over 15 years. And all of a sudden the person showed up in the space, was in my space. Well, I had to look at them face to face. Right. And during this time, it was the beginning part of ministry. And then I was a part of a church that this is the church where love abides, right? And so I'm learning how not only to love, but how to receive love. And that's a struggle sometimes, especially when you feel unworthy, right? When you don't know your value.